Hey guys, so today we're gonna do a really exciting video which is gonna be about lap timing the CR250 Honda 2-stroke against the CRF450RL 4-stroke. So it's gonna be one of the big classic 250 2-stroke versus 450 4-stroke videos, and it's gonna be even more interesting because it's actually the 450RL, which is not as strong as the 450R. But we also know that for sure normal 2-stroke 250 would not be able to beat a 450R. So that's why it's actually a really interesting shootout or bike battle. So the way we're gonna do it is I'm gonna do best out of 3 laps, okay? And then I'm gonna show you 1 lap seen from the outside from the cameraman. And then I'm gonna show you the fastest lap on the GoPro helmet camera, so you can kind of follow along, and then I'll do some voiceover talking about the track and if I make any small mistakes or anything like that. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so now you will see my fastest lap on the CR250 2-stroke, and then I want you to try to notice how fast it looks, and then when you see the fastest lap time of the 450RL, then try to see if you can guess which one is faster just based on how fast it looks on the screen. Because later we will watch the same lap times, the same laps, but from the helmet camera, but with a lap timer on the screen, so you can actually see the live timing on the screen. But now you have to just go by visual impression and see how it looks. So here we get over the big tabletop here. So now we're about 70% done of the lap, and getting over this little tabletop here and then into the wave section where I double, which you cannot see here because it's behind the tree, and then into bowl turn, and then small tabletop there, and then big tabletop, and that's it. So now we're gonna do the 450RL fastest lap and watch that, and then again see if you can see which one is fastest, which is really hard. And I'll give you a little hint that it's quite close in lap times, okay? Which makes it even harder to guess, right? But write in the comments right now, guess which one you think will be fastest in the comments now before you watch the final results. And then it will be really fun to see what people are guessing and see how many people guess it right and how many people will guess wrong. And one thing I should definitely mention is that I have recently been training a lot more on the 250 2-stroke than on the 450. So it took a while for me to get used to the 450 again because I didn't ride it for a while. So I would think I could do a significantly, maybe 1 or 2 seconds faster lap time on the 450RL if I practiced on it all the time. Anyways, now let's get ready to watch the GoPro Labs. And we're gonna start by watching the 250 2-stroke onboard helmet camera. So here we're coming down the long straight section, 4th gear pinned, and then into the turn here, downshifting to 3rd gear, and then full gas, power shifting up to 4th gear, long straight section again. Then coming into the big berm turn, cutting out of the turn a bit early, jumping over the jump here a bit to the left, and then cutting across the track to the right to get in on the outside, and then cutting down a bit early as well. And rhythm section, double, so it's like tabletop doubles basically. And then a bigger tabletop here, let's not jump into the excavator, and then small turn 90 degree, and then bigger tabletop here, small whip, and then bowl turn, and small tabletop, actually it's a big tabletop, and here's a small tabletop, and then coming into the wave section, double, and then getting ready to the last turn before the finish line jump. So small tabletop here and big tabletop here, and that's a lap. So the 2-stroke lap was 106.67. So now let's watch the 450 lap. Same thing, 3rd gear, 4th gear on the straight section. And one thing I noticed on the 450 is that it feels a lot more planted keep in mind the suspension technology of this bike is 20 years newer or like ahead of development compared to the two-stroke, which is like a 2001. This is a 2022 450. So all the small bumps are so comfortable. You don't even really feel the small bumps. So it's a lot more confidence inspiring to go fast on this bike, basically. However, the suspension, even though it's really good, it's slightly off balance. So I don't know if you saw my other videos, but the rear suspension is a little bit softer compared to the front suspension, so it's a bit off balance. But anyways, that was a lap done on the 450, and as you can see, hey, we got a winner. The 450 was faster by 0.8 seconds, which was not a big victory. In fact, they were so close that it was really difficult for me to judge which one was fastest. And as I said, it even felt like I was going slower on the 450 because it was so comfortable with the good suspension. So the takeaway of this video must be that good suspension technology and usable power beats a stronger engine that's on a lighter bike with worse suspension, because the 252 stroke was both 2 horsepower stronger and it was 30 kilos or 60 pounds lighter, more or less, than the 450, which is a huge amount of a weight difference. But still the 450 was faster because it has better suspension and more usable power. You should also check out the bike build videos for the 450RL, where we put the Vortex ECU and the FMF exhaust and the full flow intake boot. See that? Head over to my playlist and check out the bike build series. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Give it a like, subscribe, and see you on the next one. If you want to learn more tools and techniques and habits that can improve your life quality and performance and well-being overall, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like tropical island holidays, visit fitcamp5.com for my 2-time TripAdvisor award-winning training camp, where we train fitness and action sports together while learning to live a healthy lifestyle and, maybe most importantly, have fun at the same time. And if you're really serious about improving yourself, you should definitely check out my full online courses, where I share step-by-step programs on how I developed my own routines over the last 12 years as a CEO working in 4 different countries, while being a successful competitive athlete with more than 20 years of experience in fitness and nutrition. Check the link in the description for that. And in any case, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, be awesome, believe in yourself, and see you on the next one.